The following is for entertainment purposes only. We are not financial advisors. We are not responsible for any losses, only the profits.
What is up, Octo Nation? It's Charlie. I'm going to be your host for today and your local Robin Hood bro. Today we're looking at a wild and crazy one that I debated probably 17 times whether or not I was going to do a video on it, but I kept diving down that rabbit hole randomly, and finally, some news broke on it, and I was like, you know what? I got to do it because I had more than one person ask me about it now, and so I got to give you my view and just give you some key points that I found, and this is going to be a wild trip, so let's dive on in. Ticker is Alternet Systems, Inc., a stock that is tickered ALYI, the electric motorcycles. Doesn't that seem dope, an electric motorcycle? That seems amazing, right? Let's keep diving in. So you go to these guys' website, right away they've got a power button on. Looks like it's in a steering wheel, not a motorcycle though. What do they say? They say ALYI has developed a comprehensive long-term electric mobility business strategy focused on rapidly expanding into markets in the sub-Saharan Africa. The strategy begins with the production of ALYI's proprietary ReVolt Electric Motorcycle designed for a rugged environment and to support the multi-passenger ride-share industry in Africa, already recognized by Uber and Lyft. ALYI has evolved from managing the evolution of a portfolio of patented lithium battery technologies, and maintains initiatives in alternate energy storage research and development, and in energy storage needs specific to military applications. So they're doing batteries, now they're trying to do the motorcycle, and then they've also got military apps they're working on and some sort of hardware also. Would it be sweet if it ended up looking like that? Okay. That's the BMW though. ReVolt Electric Motorbikes. ReVolt Electric Motorcycle has been developed through multiple pilot phases. An industrial engineering firm is currently designing the manufacturing capacity to mass produce the motorcycle. The motorcycle is only ALYI's first electric vehicle. ALYI is currently designing electric delivery trucks specifically for the sub-Saharan market, which I could not find. I can't find these trucks anywhere. Not on their site, not on anything. Additional electric vehicles are in the works. The current global market for motorcycles, scooters, and mopeds is approximately 130 million units per year, resulting in 120 billion annually, which is crazy. So over there, I guess they have a lot of sidecarts. You ever seen those motorcycles with a sidecar and they ride around? Like, those are the taxi services over there. So the original design, they wanted to design it after that motorcycle up there, which is the BMW R71 motorcycle. All right, let's move on here. So if you look up the LinkedIn for this company, the description says, Alternet Systems, Inc. invests in innovative ways to manage digital commerce, information, and payments. With the world becoming increasingly dependent on technological conveniences and advances, Alternet is investing in verticals with the digital commerce space, transforming the legacy electronic payments infrastructure. See where I'm getting at? So on the LinkedIn, it's talking about how it's like a payment center. Like, they're going to learn how to take payments. But on this site, it's about electric batteries. So did they switch over? What's the deal? Did they switch targets here? I don't know. Does anyone know anything about this company? Tell me. If you look on even Bloomberg and you bring up the ticker, it says they provide software solutions, which they do to the military. The company designs and develops digital payments and data analytics solutions and consumer goods, payments, financial services, and telecommunications sector. So I think that they switched over to electric bikes. The bigger macro thesis is that I think that they hooked up with maybe it could be a Chinese or whoever motorcycle builder, and they said, hey, we want our own, let's put our brand on. I think that's what's kind of going on. So this website, Next Big Ticker, wrote, ALYI has been in the EV business for over 2 years with a very specific focus, replacing internal combustion engines, ICE, motorcycles, serving the African taxi service market, or the Boda market, as it's called locally. They call it Bodas. The boat market has been estimated to be a $9 billion to $80 billion market. ALYI has its eye on a very lucrative niche. Did you know that the estimated global demand for cars is about 60 million units annually, but the global demand for motorcycles is over twice that at 134 million? Just saying, that's incredible. That blew my mind. Because in America, I would say it's like at least 10 to 1, one motorcycle for every 10 cars, but I guess globally it's totally different. ALYI's plan extends beyond motorcycles. That's just where they're starting. ALYI has also disclosed its plans for moving into electric delivery vehicles. So trying to compete with Workhorse or something. Again, designed specifically for the African market. ALYI has disclosed agreements with a potential $300 million in revenue, and today indicated that number could grow next month with the anticipated signing of additional fleet orders for its ReVolt electric motorcycle. On July 30th, just last month, they entered into a LOI, a letter of intent, for a $25 million first tranche investment. ALYI's overall $300 million in electric mobility initiative in Africa. The planned ALYI investment is one component of the investor's overall $100 million initial cryptocurrency offering strategy. The investment has already partitioned a cryptocurrency on the Ethereum blockchain in advance of the planned ICO. ALYI has indicated a $2.5 million drawdown on the first $25 million to begin construction on a 100-acre facility in Africa. So they're saying they're going to pull this money through basically a cryptocurrency that uses Ethereum blockchain through it, and they're going to use that money, $25 million, to begin construction on a massive production facility, 100 acres, which is massive. That's like maybe 90 football fields all glued together, 90 football fields glued together in Africa. Pretty crazy. So then ALYI expects to see orders from the ReVolt electric motorcycles double in the next month. So then on the 27th, they announced that they were going to expect the fleet orders of the electric motorcycles to double the current production outlook. Earlier this month, the company announced entering into discussions with the fleet and LOI. Management now expects to sign an order resulting from those discussions by the end of September, and this came out on Thursday. ALYI currently has already entered into a $20 million electric motorcycle order for the additional letter of intent that is $30 million contract. Both agreements cover 6-year durations, resulting in an overall $300 million revenue opportunity for ALYI per year. The 20 and 30 million. So the new order expected to be signed next month would edge ALYI toward a $500 million revenue opportunity. Over 2 years ago, ALYI piloted an electric motorcycle that in its first rendition was the BMW clone, retrofitted with an electric motor. The BMW clone is a breathtaking motorcycle, we know that. Still drawing on it, the original design, and after several design iterations, ReVolt Electric Motorcycle announced today is an innovation feat. When ALYI unveils the production version of the ReVolt Electric Motorcycle, it will be an industry-changing event. So they have not revealed this motorcycle yet. So hopefully it looks just like it, because that'd be bad. That'd be awesome, okay? ReVolt Electric Motorcycle is connected, state-of-the-art electric motorcycle, ergonomically optimized for its target market while still maintaining an iconic look. ALYI expects to be in production later this year. So one day later, they had another press release stating they're from Dallas, by the way. By the way, everywhere I look, it says they're from somewhere different. They're like in Miami, Dallas, Africa, India, all over the world. So where is their actual office? I don't know. So they confirmed this would be, I believe, Friday. The company's funding partner, ReVolt Token, remember that cryptocurrency, will present a comprehensive updated next Wednesday, September 2nd. So this coming Wednesday, they're going to do a big comprehensive update on the $100 million transaction intended to fund ALYI's electric mobility business. The ReVolt token has just secured the last key component necessary to proceed with the funding transaction. Again, none of this is done yet. In addition to featuring the key component now in place, the presentation will include an overall update on the progress towards the launch of the ReVolt token initial cryptocurrency offering. Based on both individual investor and an institutional investor response, the presentation will specifically include an overview on how the $100 million funding target will be executed. So one of our viewers, Grind Buy and Sell, he's helped us out on a couple videos so far, but he said, this is a horrible site. There's a horrible site for the token that will be used to raise money for the ALYI and give shares / rights to token holders in the crypto. This has not launched yet, but the token exists, and I've seen it on the Ethereum scan. It was made with a free website builder. Nothing wrong with free website builder, but right off the bat, this looks sketchy because they said ReVolt token, ReVolt, the best investment. That line right there is cheese ball. ReVolt token, the best investment. What? Does Bitcoin say that? I don't think so. Does Ethereum actually ever say that? The best investment. Charles Schwab, the best investment. It's like a cheesy commercial. So here's this token that's funding most of it. Here's at least the website. This isn't the actual token, but so this CEO right here, okay, it says core team, experienced globally minded professionals. So here you go. You look up this Hendrik dude, Dabowski. He used to work for the ALYI, I can't even remember, the ALYI team, okay? Let's call it ALYI, whatever. He was the ex-CEO of it, but now this guy is the CEO of the token, the cryptocurrency token that is going to be used to fund it. Kind of crazy, right? Is that just a match made in heaven? I don't know. It just gets sketchy. And then you go down to this. This is so press. They're trying to show off here, but so here's a couple of the dudes that were up there, but like these are literally newspaper clippings. This says South Florida builds Latin American link. Vanguard co-founders of the VoIP Voice over IP group, Eduardo Chabieta left, and Ari Pampas attend the Telecom Internet Expo in New York City in October. So this is them, two or one of the guys showing off that they built up this VoIP company. But to me, this is like, why do these people that are going to maybe invest in this token thing care about VoIP, voice over IP businesses? And it gets even weirder. Like Miami company helps connect NASA's space station. So here's Ari on the left and Eduardo. They formed the voice over IP group last April, and I don't know what date this is, but this looks old. There's the date right there. February 12th, 2001, this was dated. So they're voice over IP guys, but I don't see, then it looks like NASA has used them. Maybe Lockheed Martin. I don't know, I don't even see their name in there. But it says something about VoIP, NASA Technical Research. But again, what does that have to do? So IW's global spinoffs, what is it even talking about? IW. What's IW? Are you guys figuring this out and I'm not? I'm just totally missing it, or is this just totally bonkers? So IW's global spinoffs, I don't know what IW is. CEO, co-founder of CryptoBank. I can't even tell you what any of this is. I'm going to need some backup on this. This could take multiple days for us to try to figure out exactly what's going on. But anyways, this is the cryptocurrency guys that are supposedly funding this thing. So when you Google, here's the other deal. When you Google ReVolt Motorcycle, which is technically the name, they actually called it ReVolt Electric Motorcycle is what they're calling it. Okay, ReVolt Electric Motorcycle. But if you just Google ReVolt Motorcycle, you get this thing. Are they even connected? Where is that? Here. So this is the site. This right here is called the ReVolt Motorcycles. But it's not like ReVolt Electric Motorcycles. But these are two different models of electric motorcycles. You got the 300 or the 400. The 400 is the premium one. They've got videos and are hyping these. I believe it's mainly in India. So first of all, this doesn't look anything like the BMW one. But this is kind of also what made me think that maybe like they're just side playing it and sidestepping and like hooking up with a Chinese manufacturer that's already making these ReVolt. Like maybe there's a Chinese company called ReVolt Motorcycle, but they're branding it Electric Motorcycle or something. I don't know. But these things are okay. I don't know if I'd feel very safe on them. You have all proprietary parts as far as I can tell. I watched some videos. They don't have like Brembo brakes or Fox shocks or anything like that. No name placement on it. But they're saying that it's got its own charger. You can charge it in 4.5 hours. I mean, it's kind of cool. Yeah, but look, India's first AI-enabled motorcycle. And there's tons of videos on YouTube. You can look it up. People talking about it. Why you can't geofence your motorcycle. Why you can't switch your motorcycle's battery after a fresh one. I thought this absolutely cracked me up. So on these motorcycles in the video, they show this too. And at first I was hearing the noise because when they're driving off on the video, you can hear it goes something like this, okay? Where it just sounds... okay, you can pick the sound that it makes. You can have the ReVolt, the Rebel, or the Roar, or the Rage. I thought this was so insanely ridiculous. I mean, can you imagine if the Teslas had a motor sound, like if you want to sound like a diesel or like a RX-7 or Honda Civic Hatch or whatever? Let me program the speaker on a PA system. hitting the blow-off valve. I mean, come on, man. I don't know. But these motorcycles, to me, they look really small. I mean, they're probably like decent for like little commuter things, but I don't know, man. I just don't understand why there's already motorcycles out there called the ReVolt that look nothing like that. They're not the ReVolt Electric Motorcycle, but why is there already ReVolt? I could not find a way to connect the two companies of this ReVolt motorcycle and them. These guys are actually doing something smart though, and this is kind of cool with these guys, is they're doing like the Canoe thing where they're doing the subscription model on this. So what they're doing is like, pay me $200 a month, and if you don't like it, just bring it back after a month. You have to keep it for 1 month intervals, free maintenance, whatever. So they're already on top of that over there, and I think that's dope. And I think like these will actually sell pretty well, for all that community. That blew my mind about the amount of motorcycles, over 2xing the amount of regular cars sold. So what do you guys think? Do you think this is just the craziest jumbled mess in the world, or you totally get it and you're totally like sold and you want it? I don't know. I'm kind of scared, but I kind of want to take a stab at it. I read a comment somewhere where someone was like, I'm going to invest in this, but nothing more than a pair of Jordans, like Jordan sneakers. I don't know how much a pair of Jordans are. Never bought any, but I imagine it could be up to what, like $200? This is not something I would ever tell my friends to go put their money in. But look what happened when that PR happened, all right? Can we make money? Can we multiply it? What's up with that other ReVolt motorcycle? The crypto thing is super sketchy. And where's the pictures of the BMW based one? Will we see that on Wednesday? I believe if we see those on Wednesday, this thing will probably moon. At least a little bit. It doesn't have to go very far. I'm going to show you why. Look at this. This thing was trading before Thursday at like a cent. It was less than a cent last week before that. And now it was up to a cent. And when that PR came out, it started zippering on up to 2 whole cents a share. And by the way, this is on the OTC market, so Robinhood Bros, you're out of luck, brother. So unless you got a separate account, which I always strongly recommend, get multiple accounts for different reasons. You won't be able to buy this on Monday unless you sign up for a different broker tonight and then put your money in, But, again, not something that I suggest ever backing your boat up to. I would say if I had to put a number on it, I would say, whatever you can gamble with, whatever you don't care about throwing down the toilet. You want to gamble on red or black, or maybe number 32 or number 16. You know, maybe less than 1% of your portfolio for sure, maybe 0.5 of your portfolio. This might be worth a gamble. I think at least if that PR does come out on Wednesday, like they said, where they're going to give even more details, I bet you this thing goes up even higher. Now, this doesn't have a stupid low float like some of these penny stocks do, where they got like 10 or 20 million shares, but it does have 100 million shares, which is still not that high by any means. But again, we're only sitting at like 3 cents a share. So, you know, even if it goes to 10 cents, which it could, it wouldn't take too incredibly much money to get it there. But regardless, you know, some money is going to have to get transferred. If these guys want to actually, and if they do actually have a credible business, they got to spend a little bit more time and possibly a little bit more money. It doesn't cost money to get a nice website nowadays. It doesn't. Okay. I mean, you can get a decent website for probably like $500 already built out and everything. All right. These guys need to spend some time and put the whole Lego collection together and tell the story, because right now it is totally funky. And if there's skeletons in the closet, they should just come out. You know, they're saying by, you know, certain people developing it. I mean, everything is kind of like sketchy. It doesn't say anything definitive. It doesn't say they actually have the deal. It says they're intended LOI. You know, it doesn't say we've got it. So there's nothing definitive. There's no chain of production on this. Like, where did they start? Why did they go from digital payment stuff to electric vehicles? But then the head CEO took his electric transaction stuff and turned it into a cryptocurrency, which is now backing this thing with millions of dollars worth of money. How does all that connect? We need to hear the story, guys. If you're listening, PM me. All right, let me know. I'll interview you. I don't care. Get on here. Let's talk about it. All right. So what do you guys think? You diving in? Or you not? You gonna risk a pair of Jordans on it, or you're just gonna keep your Jordans? It's up to you. Okay. Let's take a look at some more stocks that are on my buy list for Monday. Doesn't mean I'm market ordering pre-market, okay? We can't, but you know, market ordering or buying pre-market definitively. But these are ones I'm watching. If things look right, I'm probably gonna be jumping in, or at least I'm watching them. First one is Gevo. I haven't even done a video on this yet. You know, I keep meaning to, just running out of time. But this is essentially an alternative fuel play. Do you guys know anything about Gevo? It's pretty cool. So they basically make it so you can run their fuel in your regular car instead of just regular gasoline, and then there's like zero emissions. So like, you know, this is something that if adapted could be bigger than any electric vehicle thing out there, because you don't even need electric vehicles if you can figure out how to make this work financially, right? But anyways, these guys just got some huge orders, and I think it was like over $1 billion. That was the catalyst for the run up into week last week, where it went from like 60 cents, popped up to like 3x that, 4x that almost, up to like 220, and then it smashed back down, came down to like $1.20, but it's in that consolidation mode. CEO is great of this company. He tells good stories. He knows how to explain what's going on, all that. I think that this will be fine. I bet you this kind of starts riding up a little bit more, gets a little bit more hype. You guys want me to do a video on this one? If you do, let me know in the comments. Next one is going to be Freddie, Fannie, Mac Daddies, okay? The mortgage companies, kind of. FNMAS ticker and FMCKJ tickers. So these, I recommended buying, what was it back here? About, I don't know, eight-ish bucks or something. They're still trying to gradually go up, just like we thought. I think we're going to continue to run up until it gets closer to deadline. New PR has come out on this. I might do a whole video on this next week. Let me know if you want me to do a video on this one instead, or do one also of this. But there's some more PR that came out that basically said they got to hurry up and come up with a decision now. You know, they're not going to extend it any longer. And it sounds like, to me, this would be a good thing for Trump to get out before election time too. And the guy helping make the decisions really look like it's Republican held, so I think it will probably get done. So if you haven't seen my video on this, be sure and check this out. This could be a stupid, easy place to park your money and 3x your money almost overnight, if not way more. So check that one out. Definitely gonna be watching that. I'll probably just put some sleeper money in it in my forget me account and let it rag. HCCO, this is a SPAC. They are LOI'd with a company called Telemed. This is like a virtual doctor thing. If you need to see a doctor on your phone, you don't have to go to an office, you can do that. I think anything in this space is good for future growth for sure. Obviously, time being for sure too. For some reason, doctor stuff is just never really cool. It just doesn't really hype well. You know, Teladoc has done well for their stock, but I still think that even them, they have so much room to still go. You know, but again, it's healthcare. No one wants to think about healthcare. It's not cool. It doesn't go vroom, 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 vroom. Now, this spiked up right when the LOI got announced. It went from like 1040 up to about 1135, and it just smashed right back down like instantly. Anyways, this thing it bottomed out at like 1015 after LOI, which is, dude, we're like sitting at the floor basement of this. So worst case scenario, you might lose like 1% of your money or 2% of your money. This is the Commons. I think it's a dumb place to park some cash if you got it, because it's sitting on the floor, and it's currently trading at $10.23. You know, this could be something that's bought out eventually by Teladoc, just for the amount of people that are subscribed to Telemed. It's more of like a hospital play where they're making money through the hospitals instead of the doctor just sitting at home on his couch making the money. It's still keeping the middleman making the money, which is the hospital. So I think hospitals, I mean, even what if like Kaiser Permanente or whatever, UMC or whatever came in and got this? It'd be crazy, right? Blink, 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 blink. You know, the electric charge stations. So these were having a nice rally, and the dude came out with a video and was like, "Oh my gosh, there's spider webs on a bunch of these, and they don't look like they work, and this screen is kind of cracked." And then we think that they don't actually have as many stations that they have, and we're going to try and prove it. And I don't think it's it was bad PR, but no PR is bad PR, right? To a sense. Obviously, well, it did take the stock. Okay, the stock went. You know, the guys are trying to do legal and go after the guy because they said they can back everything up. Now, the catalyst for this, though, now is, number one, it consolidated right in our channel now. And so we're sitting right in the middle, which is a good time to get in. But the guys running the show, I believe is CEO and like head director or something, they were actually just buying shares. They actually just put in a lot of money, like hundreds of thousands of dollars or whatever. So they're kind of proving with that, like, dude, come on. We believe in it. Watch this. And so I smacked it with some money. So I think this looks technically and macro picture a good time to probably get back in. There wasn't really anything totally definitive or major in that negative video that came out, you know, unless it did totally prove that there are not as many stations as they say they have. So that was the big stink. Like, they say they have 5,000. The guy was like, no, they only have like 3,000. So if Blink can't prove that, that could be bad. It could keep going down. But if Blink can come out and say they do have it and prove it, it's going to go right back up. It might just start going, it's probably going to start going up a little bit anyway, but we're not going to see a rocket until I think Blink totally comes out and says, here's proof that we have every single one we have, and then it will probably sky back up. I think it's a good entry point, though, for that one. Clean Spark, you know, chart almost looks the same as that one. No real catalyst that I know of negative that came out for these guys, but it's just time for exhaustion to stop. You know, it was just having way too much run up, went down. It's pretty aggressive, though, how much this did go down. It was a timing of the market, though, too, that I think kind of helped it drop a little. But now we're just surfing in the channel, and now it's been consolidating for a day or two. I think it's probably a good time to get back into this. You know, even right now, we could go from 950 on up to, you know, 14 all-time highs. I mean, that'd be a fantastic run right there, 25% of your money or whatnot. Next ticker, NOVN. This is the Cerveza inhalation play. So there was a new study that came out that said that they're finding inhaling like certain whatever can help you with the cerveza sickness. And they tried it on like pregnant people and all sorts of people that had it, and it helped. I don't remember, I think it was like nitrous oxide or something like that you inhale, and then it cures everything because it'll kill everything in your respiratory. So that's the play if you want to jump in. This is a sketchy speculation, kind of. I mean, it's a good company, but I mean, it's penny stock, so just be careful on this one for sure. Keep your stop sells tight right now. The market is still totally volatile, even though most stuff is going up, all right? So just protect yourself. Silver's sitting at that massive break pendant, all right? It's been developing totally got shaken out. A lot of people here, and they're just like, forget it, they're done. But real, I mean, look where we've been. I mean, we were sitting at like 17 for like ever, months and months and months, and then we had this nice rally all the way up to like 27. Of course, the party's going to stop at some point. It stopped for a little bit, but it's looking like it's ready to have another big old party. All right, where's it going to break? I hope it breaks and just goes to the sky, but it's probably going to break, fake a little, come back down, and then maybe break again, something like that. But we've got to get above all-time high, well, not all-time highs, but we've got what we do, which is around $50. But we got to get around recent all-time highs, around $29 or whatever, $29.50. We need to get above that and then head to 30, 40, 31. But we definitely need to break out of this channel here at basically like 28.50. If we can get above that, it's either going to turn around then at that point, fake everyone out, and go back down, and then ride back up, or it's going to bust through that and keep going, which is what we're hoping for. So watch silver. It's in this pennant. It's getting ready to break. But remember, too, it could break south. It could break bull, okay? So keep that in mind and protect yourself. Next one, NIO. Look at this bull flag, all right? We had a run up. We've talked about this a bunch. Drew in some great lines here. We're in a total surf channel. It looks like a almost perfect time to entry on this. Okay. Below this channel here, it is bottom of this channel here. We're sitting in a bull flag. It's getting tight. This could still get tighter though, and get us all the way down to probably like 1775 or something, and then break up. But regardless, I think macro picture on this is, dude, longevity. I think it's gonna be big company. Huge float though, over $1 billion. But regardless, it is what it is. It's going to be already is massive Chinese Asia play. And then Tesla, I'm looking at that still. We'll see how the market's going to react. What are you guys getting into next week? Put it down in the comments, your plays. What are you thinking of picking up? What do you think about this motorcycle thing? You're going to wait till Wednesday and then maybe ride, or are you going to throw in that Jordan money? Let me know. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It helps the channel, and please give us a thumbs up. That helps out too. Please share this video with your friends, whether it's on your Discord or your Twitter or your stock twits. That definitely helps out too. And I'll keep jamming these out. Any other plays you want me to do videos on next week, put those down in the comments too. Thanks everyone. You have a good rest of Sunday, and let's